Hey, so I had to jump back on real quick. This won't be long, straight to the point. I'm dropping my daughter off. Well, I just came back from dropping my daughter off to high school, and we were having a conversation. But you know, as high vibrational beings, as light workers, as spiritual women, as those seeking to empower themselves, to empower others, we have to take into account that, you know, just as we came here to bring the light, there are forces that came here to diminish it. With that being said, afflictions occur to stop us in our tracks, to stop us from raising our vibrations, to stop us from encountering our power by way of our children. And they will attack our children to kind of throw a wrench in our own plans and to stop our own progression, and to kind of make us feel powerless. To kind of be like, who you think you are, and your child is suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feel like you're helping yourself and you can't help your offspring, type of thing. And those are lies. You know, the enemy comes and to the people closest around us if they cannot reach us. So it's pertinent to protect your children, to speak to them as you're learning through different phases of your life, to not assume that they're too young for this, but to get them prepared, get them encouraged, get them empowered, allow them to have open eyes as well. Speak protection and life over them, especially if they're in public schools, especially if they are finding themselves befriending people who don't come from homes like ours, who don't go through ancestral practices like us. The enemy will use children to defer your path. So use this time while you are raising your vibrations to raise your vibrations in your children. Do not think for a second, I don't want to force this on them. Sometimes you will have to place your child in that salt bath. Sometimes you will have to place that smudge around your child. Sometimes you'll have to put that mojo in their book bag. Do what you have to do so that you are protected and that your path is not obstructed by way of anything that is here to diminish you. And this is not to scare anybody, but to prepare us that, you know, there's a flip side to a coin always. There's dark, there's light, there's left, there's right. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, for those that choose the path of elevation, that crabs in a bucket shit, not no nigga shit. That's some spectrum shit. It's always gonna be something trying to weigh you down. And with that in retrospect, we have to think of our children who are more vulnerable, who actually are shining a light brighter than us right now, who can attract any type of thing. So we have to, you know, prepare them mentally, allowing them to know how eating high vibrationally will protect them, how staying away from low vibrating things that we use as entertainment will protect them, speaking certain prayers will protect them, sewing sigils into their clothing, or making charms, bracelets, whatever that has been consecrated and blessed for their protection is pertinent. It's pertinent because especially during this spiritual warfare is war. How do you win a war you don't know you're fighting in? Don't think your child can't understand. Don't think that they're going to be like, oh, you crazy and that's your life. Protect them babies. Don't just think about yourself during the elevation. Don't think about the attack that you get when you try to elevate. Think about your children as well, and be that protector over them. And I know all we can do is hand them the bottle. We can't make them drink. So you know, it comes to that point in time where you know, we pray, and we pray over our children. Make that be a ritual. Make that be a ritual. And if you're not good at developing a prayer or speaking Psalms 23, it covers blessings, protection, and clarity, even messages and dreams. Start there. Ask that, you know, you live a long life and so do your children, and that we be spared from tragedy, we be spared from sickness, we be spared from death. Speak that shit loud and proud over yourself and go in peace, knowing that you are good and that you are covered and that you are favored.